Hello everybody, it is Christine and it is time for a scrapbook process video, and I'm going to kill two birds with one stone. I'm going to do Mix It Up Monday, so I'll show you that sketch in a second. And then I'm also combining this with our Counterfeit Kit Challenge. We are doing a little bit different thing for December. We do this every year where instead of doing like an actual, you build your own, build a counterfeit kit and that sort of thing, we do like a whole December challenge thing. So definitely pop over to that Facebook group. I'm actually got to have two Facebook groups because the Mixed Up Monday has one as well. But anyway, the Counterfeit Kit one, you can do, we have like, I think it's 25 challenges. I think that's right. And it's all different things. It doesn't have to be Christmas. It doesn't have to be from, a specific counterfeit kit. Although what I'm doing is I've got my November counterfeit kit. And since I didn't use it all, which I'm terrible about that, I build these big old kits and then I don't use them all. And it's so pretty. I just felt like, I'm going to use it. And also my pictures. So by the way, my challenge today for the counterfeit kit is a group photo. Now I'm going to call this a group photo because it's basically, we had Thanksgiving at my stepsister's here. We call my sister really, but, and I wished I actually had more pictures. I'm kicking myself because there's kind of this balance between really enjoying your time and being in the present and then really hoping and then kicking myself later because there are very many pictures I should have taken. Like for example, we had some time with my mom and bonus dad and I didn't take any pictures, which I'm kicking myself. And then we had at this event here, my dad and my bonus mom were there. There were other people there. I just didn't think to take any pictures because we're just having a good time. So these are the only, I'm going to call them group pictures because this one's got 3 people. So that's a group. And I'm kind of imagining this as a whole group here, right? So here's the sketch for Mix It Up Monday. And it's got 5 essentially photo or elements or something. And then you got this cluster here and this cluster here with your title. I'm going to imagine this is maybe where the mixed media goes as well. Although it's got this little dotted line thing. This is a great sketch. It's a very nice basic sketch that you could take any direction you want to go. So that's the Mix It Up Monday sketch. My challenge is group photo for Counterfeit Kit. So I thought this would be fun. So I've got my November Counterfeit Kit, sorry, Saturn. And then I've got, for my Mix It Up Monday thing here, I've got this gilding paste, glitter kiss, and it's a copper. So I thought this could be really pretty with this collection. And I pulled out kind of a go-to stencil, which is this heart stencil. So that's what I think I'm going to work on. Those are square photos. I actually think I can cut these down a little bit into squares. I'm going to call those, they could be 4x4, but I can call, these are 3 across, so I'll call them 3x3. We'll go with 3x3. And then I'll have to fill out 2 more squares, but I'll probably use like embellishments is what I'm thinking. So let me do a little thinking here and pet Saturn because she needs some love. And we were gone for a few days and she gets really sad. She cries and I hate that. It makes me sad. But anyway, let me do a little cutting and I'll be back on in a second. Okay, so what I decided to do was use that plaid there as like a frame. I will tell you, I love the little branding strip on it. It said like, was it tease or was that the other one that said tease? Anyway, I love the branding strip on it. Maybe it's the pumpkin one that has a branding strip that says tease. I was like, oh, that's so cute. I am going to gut this one because I kind of like the little deer on the back. I think I flip it over and show you there. Isn't that pretty? And it goes with one of the other sheets in my counterfeit kit. So I think I'm going to save that one. So then I have this white piece here. I'm going to frame the pumpkin paper that I've decided is going to be my main base because the 2 papers, while coordinating each other, it just kind of got lost. So I'm going to use this as basically a little frame between them. Now, I don't gut this one. I actually was kind of thinking it would support the pumpkin paper, and I'm glad I did it because after I put my mixed media down, well, it kind of warps it a little bit. I was kind of disappointed. I didn't think it was that wet, but evidently that paste is wetter than I thought. So that's the one with the pretty branding strip there. So I cut this down. So basically I've ended up with, I think it's 11 and a half on the white and then 11 and a quarter on the pumpkin paper there. And I think this looks really pretty. I'm loving the coordination of these 2. These did not come in the same collection, I don't think. I say that. They may have. As I kind of curated it from my stash, it is possible they came from the same collection. So I'm going to glue all this down, and then in a second, I'm going to, have I already done? Yes. I have cut my photos down to 3x, well, it was just a hair under 3 inches. It's more like 2 7/8 or something, because I'm going to make the white photo mats, and those are going to be 3x3. And then ultimately I'm going to cut the yellow like plaid looking piece down. I'll cut 2 3x3 squares of that. And so that's going to end up making my 5 elements for my page. And I'll also do, like I said, the paste underneath to kind of do instead of the florals that was shown in the sketch, it's going to basically be underneath the photos, and it's going to be my mixed media. So here's me cutting down that yellow plaid. So I'll tell you guys real quickly. So my stepsister and her wife live they live about an hour from my mom, a little over an hour, and maybe, I don't know, 30 minutes or so from my dad. And it just kind of worked out this year for us to go to their house. Now, we actually did go the year before my dad got sick as well for a Thanksgiving. They usually have a ton of food, you guys. It's so nice. Normally, we don't actually eat much because we've usually also had the fogo de chao on the same day. And so we'll go and we won't really eat. But not because we don't like it, but it's my fogo de chao is just meat, y'all. It's just pure on meat. And we're usually too full. Well, since we did fogo de chao the day before, this year we were hungry. So we do eat. And they had some good food too. Her brother-in-law brought over a turkey. I think my husband says he fried it. I got to be honest. It did not look fried to me. I think it was oven baked, but I'm not going to argue with the spousal unit because they used rosemary and it was just wonderful. You could this rosemary smell with that turkey was just wonderful. And then they had a ham. And then of course there was all the goods, right? They had a little vegetable or like a heating tray that had green bean casserole, Brussels sprouts, and carrots with like honey and cinnamon and stuff. It was really good. And then they had he'd made a crab dip too. Her brother-in-law had made this crab dip. And then they had obviously the mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes and all that kind of stuff. We just had the traditional, deviled eggs too. Those were so good. So anyway, there was plenty of food. It was one of those things where it set out at lunchtime. It was a really late lunch though. It was like 4 o'clock. But then it sat out, everybody kind of gathered it, and I don't know if y'all do this, but basically put all the leftovers kind of in another central spot. And then as people get hungry later that night, you go over and get something else to eat. So we did that. And then we also played all these games, y'all. They had this game. I shouldn't say all these games. We played 2 games. But this one game that I'd never seen, it was called like 3 Dragon Ante or something. I gather it's some kind of Dungeons and Dragons like side game or something. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not a D&D person, so I don't really know much about it. This was actually more like a poker game. You get these cards and there's colored dragons and then there's like numbers and whatnot, and you you're trying to get the most money or whatever the deal was. And so anyways, I did not win that game, y'all, but we played pretty good. We had multiple hands and all that. So you can kind of see so far, I've got the 3 photos and then my 2 little plaid pieces. I did put the photos up on foam. I'm looking at the titles here because on the sketch, the title was underneath that left-hand side. And I thought I was going to use Good Company because I thought that would, and actually maybe I should have in hindsight, although I end up with Happy Thanksgiving. Because it was Thanksgiving and I don't have too many pictures other than these. I do have the food pictures, but I think I can use a different title for the foods. This was the people. That's why I really struggled. I kind of wanted to use Good Company, but the Thanksgiving one just made sense because I just don't have a ton of Thanksgiving pictures. So I end up changing that out. Like I said, I'm still going back and forth in my mind going, I might should have used Good Company because this layout is really about like the people. You can see the people. Although I am missing my dad and my bonus mom. As I mentioned in the beginning, there's pictures I didn't get, and I'm kind of sad about it. They showed up late. If I'm honest, my bonus mom is always late. It's just the way it is, It's just one of those things, and, we just know that that's going to be the case. So she showed up kind of after I'd taken all these pictures is kind of what happened. Here's me looking at this going, can I put both of these? Can I put both of these? But really, the sketch didn't call for it, and I was like, I'm going to make it, it's going to be making fetch work, y'all. I did find this little journaling piece, though, and I like this a lot. I'm going to actually just put on there that we spent Thanksgiving with Jess and Danae, or at Jess and Danae's playing games and eating too much. You'll kind of see that when I do the slowdown. I've got a few little pieces. I got that little turkey, which is really cute. I did pull out these vellum pumpkin pieces, and then there was another little piece that had like a piece of pie with a teapot or something. I'm going to find that in just a minute too. And so I just kind of built a little band of, embellishment pieces there. Again, I'm not going to suggest that the sketch necessarily showed that, but I think it works. And you can see where I was also used the mixed media underneath my pictures, by the way, all the little hearts and stuff. It's a glitter paste, so I do like it. It's real pretty. It's got these glittery, hearts, but it did kind of warp the paper, so I was a little sad. I'm going to put foam up underneath the Happy Thanksgiving. I'll put foam up underneath the little piece I find in a minute with the pie on it. And I'll put foam. I'll find one more little circular element. I may cut that. I don't know if I've left that in the video, but I'll find one more that says pumpkin spice everything nice, or and everything nice. Now, technically, we didn't have pumpkin spice lattes or nothing like that there, but, you know, was there even a pumpkin pie now that I think about it? There might have been. She had like 6 pies. She texted me. She says, I have all these pies. She's had 6 pies. And I go, y'all, there's no way we can all eat half a pie. So she had a lot of pies left over. I did find this little banner piece here. I thought that looked cute, kind of in the upper right corner, that square. I'm off camera, and I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it, but all I'm doing is finding a little tabby that I'm going to put on the top of the photo. You will see that. It's not a big deal, but I'll write the year on that, and it's attached to the top left photo. There you can kind of see it. And here's my little piece I was telling you about with the pie. And I will actually go off camera in a minute, and I'll get some string for my tag. I don't leave him naked. And I'll also end up using my enamel hearts off the little enamel sheet. This is my little batch of foam pieces. I was being a little bit lazy. All those pieces right there don't have the sticky back on them. There's a fun foam that you have no sticky back. It's just the foam. And then there's the fun foam with the sticky back, and I was being a little lazy. I didn't want to glue both sides. So I was digging through to find, which is funny because I probably spent more time digging than I did actually save by not putting adhesive on both sides. Is that kind of like parking, you know, when you're driving out a parking lot and you're looking for the closest parking spot and you spend 10 minutes driving around the parking lot when you could have just parked and walked and save the time? It's that kind of thing, right? Okay, so anyway, I'm going to put all this foam on the back of my title here. And then, yeah, I think that's, oh, I found one more little wordy bit. It says pie, who said pie? I don't think I've put it on my photo. Oh, yes, I have. I put it on the lower right piece of my photo down there with me and my sister. And because she's the one that texted me about all the pies. So I said pie, who said pie on that one, which was kind of funny. And that's our little old dog, by the way. He's so funny. His name's Rigsby. He's got a cute little face. He's a little overweight. They were feeding him really good. Here's me just kind of gluing this stuff down. I won't keep y'all on for all this kind of stuff because I'm basically, again, just going to glue this stuff down. And then after I do that, I'm just going to put my little enamel pieces. I think this turned out really cute. I kind of love the pumpkin paper. I'm not going to lie. That's a really beautiful paper. It could have had fussy cut pumpkins, I suppose, although they're kind of layered over each other. But I think this turned out really pretty. So here's where I just put a few of these little pieces. I kind of introduce a little bit of the bluish, but I'm okay with that because it's in the title and it's in the plaid, so it's okay. I'm going to just put that around. I kind of come in a little triangle, and yeah, that's about it. So make sure you guys look at the description below because, as I said, there's a Facebook group for both Mix It Up Monday and a Facebook group for Counterfeit Kit. And then also Counterfeit Kit, we have a blog. So actually, I don't think they're posting much on the blog other than just kind of the instructions. So definitely go there to get the challenges and whatnot. But if you go to the Facebook group, you can see each day we'll post the layouts that we do for the particular challenge. And there we go. That's our slowdown. Oh, I didn't write it on there yet. I'll write my journaling after I stop this filming here, and you'll see it kind of in the close-up photos. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and we will see you next time. Bye.